Same thing every time too. It's like our little ritual. She'd go, "Are you ready? Take a deep breath and blow." Double zeros. Who's my sober boy, huh? Who's my sober boy? And that's how I learned my BACs. So, my mom was quite the hillbilly. Like my favorite story ever about her. One time when I was little, I asked her, "Mom, where do babies come from?" I'll never forget what she said either. She looked me right in the eye and she goes, "Well, what happens is a mommy meets a daddy, and the mommy's had too much to drink, and the daddy's looking all hot because he's got his Jiffy Lube uniform on." And see, a mommy's like a flower, and the daddy's like a bee, and the bee fertilizes the flower with this pollen that it carries. Then what happens is the flower doesn't get to finish high school. My favorite thing about moms in general are momisms. Those little stock lines they keep in their hip pocket and whip them out on their kids when they get upset. I noticed though that momisms, like anything else, are changing with the times because I was at Walmart the other day and I saw a really young mom get mad at her 4 kids and she yelled out, "Do I have to call your fathers?" And parents lie to their kids too, won't they? Like I learned that at a very early age because of the whole Santa Claus thing. Now like I got a little bit older, I realized, what was the only thing they lied about? I wasn't gonna go blind. And carrots don't improve your eyesight. Have you any idea how many carrots I ate as a kid growing up? All those years my mom just thought I loved carrots. I don't love carrots, I love jerking off. Ate all the carrots to counteract the effects. And all the spinach to strengthen my grip. We didn't have a lot of money when I was growing up, but my mom always found a way to take me on all these cool-ass field trips all about. All these cool-ass places, like the dog and cat zoo. These cages full of dogs and cats from exotic places all over the county. I never get tired of that. Because every month they had all new ones. My dad, when I was young, my dad used to always say to me, "Dreams are for pussies." And I believe him. Because that's pretty much all I dreamed about. A bit more about me. Real lazy person. Like I'm so lazy, I think if I had a time machine, it'd just end up one more unused piece of equipment sitting in my living room right next to my Bowflex. With laundry hanging from it. My friends would come over and they'd be like, "Oh, you got a time machine? You like it?" I haven't really finished putting it together yet. What are we gonna do with it? What was your plan? Think about going back in time and talk myself out of buying that Bowflex. Pregnant women are annoying. Just because they're always like, "Oh, look how fat I'm getting." Stop, you're not fat. You put another person inside of you. And he got you pregnant. There's a lot of good looking ladies here tonight. Give it up for yourselves, ladies. Good job, fellas. Yeah? I think it'd be pretty cool to have a period. I did. Like I could get rid of my calendar then, I think, you know? Be like my morning turtle alarm clock. I'd be like, "Oh shit." Rent's due. I would own that shit if I were you ladies. Like I would reference all sense of time according to my cycle. All my friends would be like, "Oh, is that your little boy? He's so cute. How old is he?" "He'll be 36 periods next period." And hockey games would take forever to finish. Are they still in the second period? This is one you gotta pay a lot of attention to. I put a whole lot of thought into it. Like, I know that it's prejudiced to assume when a white guy buys Magnum condoms, it's because he's about to have sex with a black guy. I don't even know which part of the assumption makes it prejudice. It's because I'm assuming the white guy has a small penis? Because I'm assuming the black guy's making a white guy pay for the condoms? I don't know. I finally got on that website, you guys, the one where you punch in your address and it tells you how many child molesters live in your town. That's scary. It's like way too many of those guys running around free. I think it's time we all band together, come up with a plan, and do something about those guys. Do you agree?
Agree.
It's kind of a stupid question, like somebody's not going to agree. No, that don't bother me, really. I'm a grown-up, so... That's more of a kid problem, really. Nobody's going to say that. Was at a bar recently with some friends having some beers, and across the way on the dance floor, there was a midget. I'm sorry, little midget. But I was trying not to stare, but I did, and he caught me. So he was real pissed off and he starts yelling at me. He's like, "Hey, buddy, what's your problem? You ever seen a little person before?" And I was like, so then he steps right up on me. He's like, "Well, take it all in. You want to ask me some stupid questions? You want me to grant you 3 wishes?" And I was like, 3 wishes? Are you serious? So I could really use that right now. Then he got pissed and he flew away. The next morning I woke up, found out we had killed Bin Laden, my girlfriend was not pregnant, and my Bowflex was gone. All 3 wishes. Thank you. They make a sign for residential neighborhoods I don't understand. It says slow children at play. But they put a picture of a black kid on it, looks like he's hauling some ass. I think if I were to ever be raped in prison, I'd want Morgan Freeman to narrate it. He's really good at it. You guys ever been driving somewhere that you've driven to like 1,000 times, like your work or your parents' house? For some reason, this time you get halfway there and you blink, and when you open your eyes, you have no idea where in the fuck you are. Like your mind goes completely blank, like you're looking at the world for the very first time. So you start getting worried and you ask yourself, did I just get Alzheimer's just now? No, because if that was the case, I wouldn't ask myself that question. I think what happens when that's going on is our brain's updating its software. So shit just stops working. We get the hourglass and it starts spinning. I think that's what happens sometimes when we do really dumb shit. Like when the waiter at the Mexican restaurant tells you not to touch the plate because it's hot, but you fucking touch it anyway. Or when you're running up a flight of stairs and for some reason you get halfway and you can't remember which fucking leg comes next, so you have to stop and start again. Or you get married. All of that shit we do. I went to Cancun recently. I got stung on my foot by a jellyfish. That hurts like hell. I came out of the water, my buddy was like, "Dude, I'm gonna have to pee on your foot." Because that's what they said. Right? Now, I don't know if you've ever had a friend pee on you before. But it will change the nature of your relationship. And afterward, I got really pissed off because I Googled it. It turns out urine does nothing for a jellyfish thing. Plus, I can pee on my own foot. I'm going to end on this. This is a piece of information for you guys. I just found this out recently. Guys in prison are smuggling cell phones into the prison by way of their girlfriends. They're hiding the cell phone in their vajayjay. It's true. First of all, that'll negate the warranty. Imagine some kid at the Verizon store is like, what the hell does it mean when the little dot turns pink? And better yet, what happens if while you're waiting in line going through security, somehow the button gets pushed in there and the power comes on? Droid. You get a phone call, your ringtone starts going out. I'm gonna make it rain, bitch. I'm gonna make it rain. I'm gonna make it rain, bitch. I'm gonna make it rain. I'm gonna make it rain, bitch. I'm gonna. Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? I'm gonna have to call you back. I'm Donnie. That's the end of my opening part of the show, everybody. Thank you guys for an awesome crowd. We have a very special guest for you. Are you excited? Yeah, well, let's get your energy up. We have a very special guest. Are you excited? You've heard him on the Bob and Tom Show, and you've seen him at truck stops all across the heartland. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Floyd the Trucker.
Hi, fellas. I believe this is where they hung Saddam Hussein. Round of applause for Todd McManus. He's something else, wasn't it? I enjoyed his Dreams of the Pussies program. I didn't know if I could make it back to Kokomo on account of my criminal record. How can they prove it was solicitation of a prostitute when I gave that whore the money in the birthday card? That's what we should be talking about. I heard a good one on. Y'all listen to the Bob and Tom program? Yeah, I think chicks queer too. I heard a terrible good one the other morning on there. This old boy won him a contest. He put his business card in a fishbowl at work. And he won him a contest on account they pulled his name out. And they said, Dennis, you have your choice between $10,000 or a bass boat. And well, he chose the bass boat, which made his wife just mad as hell on account he didn't live within 200 miles of a body of water. And she kicked a shine. She said, you stupid buzzard, we don't live within 200 miles of a body of water. Well, he said, it's my bass boat and I intend to fish with it. So every morning he'd haul it out to a cornfield. He'd cast him a line, bring in a fake fish and hold it up just to piss her off, of course. This went on for 2 or 3 days, and she commenced to calling his older brother. She said, I'm going to call your older brother because he'll set you straight. And that's what she did. Old Travis showed up in this 4-wheeler, And he was mad as hell. He said, it's stupid people like you that give us Southerners a bad name out there fishing in a cornfield. He said, is that right? Well, if I'm so stupid, why don't you do something about it? And Travis said, I'd come out there and kick your ass, but I can't swim. I don't get it, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. I heard another one on there about this old gal. She was 90 years old, and she was in her husband's funeral. He just passed away. She's standing there at the casket looking down at him, you know. Only Candy was dead. And her granddaughter walked up, and she was about 17 years old, and she asked how granddaddy died, and her grandmother said, well, you're old enough to learn this. You probably learned it if you got your schooling, but he died during a moment of passion that we shared on a Sunday morning. She said, Errol, you shouldn't be a fornicating at your age, Granny, you're too old. She said, you hold your tongue. We were smart about it, and we would do it once a week and do it on Sunday mornings and time it to the church bells. And we were real safe because your grandpappy go in with the ding and out with the dong. And he'd still be alive if that fucking ice cream truck didn't drive by. You want me to tell it again? I've got a cool containers of food I need to get to. The other day I was watching TV and kind of flipping between the Animal Planet and the Kardashian program. It reminded me of a song that I wrote that explains how I feel about it. Feel free to join in. Well, they both make a living in their bare feet. Catching one is like a treat. They both hang out right there by the shell. I've seen them clap at the hiccup, and you can too. Both walk slow at a simple pace. Both afraid to show their face, but only one has a built-in place to hide. Let me ask you. Turtles and turtles and whores. Now, why is this sign saying whores and y'all are quiet? Does that mean we have more whores amongst y'all over here? Or is that just a deeply embedded secret over here? Turtles and whores. Turtles and whores. I love them turtles and whores. Yeah, okay, I forgot the goddamn words to it. Now, if you catch one, here's some advice. One is dirty and the other ain't nice. So be polite and always walk up from behind. No small talk, don't let them see fair. You don't need cologne, just bang or beard. When you're done, just drop them by the river. They both have the same nickname, Snapper. Turtles and whores. Turtles and whores. I've caught both while fishing. I'm always on a mission. And they both hate the kitchen. Turtles and whores. Turtles and whores. Good night, Kokomo. Back up here to the stage and hear some more of what he has to say to you. Thank you very much.
Keep it going for Floyd the Tractor, everybody. Awesome. Here's one of my pet peeves. You guys are pretty much my age. You know the guy in high school who was like king shit of your school? He's good at everything. Then you run into him like years later, and he's still reliving those memories from high school. Yeah, I ran into that guy in my hometown recently. Went like this, he's like, hey, McComas. I was like, hey, Michael, what's going on? He's like, hey, you remember when I scored 3 touchdowns against New Palestine that one year? I was like, oh yeah, I remember, dude. He's like, you remember how I could get every girl in school that I wanted? Even had sex with your prom date? It's like, yeah, dude, I remember you have an awesome memory. Do you remember that I ordered this quarter pounder with no pickles? Because they're on there. This Coke was supposed to be supersized. That's a large. I used to get into it with the people from Wendy's all the time because they always push the Biggie Coke down your throat. Every time I go through the drive-thru, the lady would come over the speaker and go, "Do you want a Biggie size of that Coke today, sir?" Finally, I was like, "Yeah, you know what? Since I'm going to be in my car, why don't you go ahead and give me that size that's way too big around to fit in my fucking cup holder." While you're at it, make sure it's so tall that every time I turn the wheel, it's gonna fucking topple over and get Coke all over my important shit and documents. While you're at it, since it's a gigantic cup, why don't you make it out of that real thin, waxy shit? So I go to grab it with just one hand, it collapses in the middle and pops the lid off the top.
Try.
I'm looking to make this car ride as difficult as possible. My biggest pet peeve ever, though, the term lazy eye. I don't like what that implies. Like that eye can do just as well as the other eye if it really wanted to. Like that eye just wants to fuck around all day while the good eye does all the work. I mean, like you're driving in your car and the good eye says to the lazy eye, "Hey lazy eye, why don't you help me watch the road? I don't want to miss our turn." Dude, you got it. I'm just gonna stare at the cup holder. That's a big ass Coke. It's not what's going on at all. Got a lot of married people here tonight? Clap if you're married. That's great. How long have you guys been married?
3 years.
3 years?
3 years.
Good. You're like halfway done. That's awesome. Yes. Kidding.
That's hard.
I got married in 1995 and 99. So I'm not a big fan of the institution, but hear me out before you go bananas on me. I just think today we have other options. Like today, if you want to commit to somebody, have one of those commitment ceremonies. Because it's commitment, but legally, falls right under New Year's resolution. Like that's the hierarchy. New Year's resolution, commitment ceremony, pinky swear. In that order. It's tough being married though. Like my second ex-wife was real jealous. Like way too jealous of other women, which never made sense to me. Like one time I'm watching a movie and she comes walking in and she goes, "Oh, look how skinny those girls are. I hope you don't find that attractive because it makes me sick." I was like, "It's Schindler's List."
Oh my God.
I know, that's horrible. When I told that story at my divorce hearing, Judge Greenberg let me keep all my shit. That was awesome. Some cougars in the crowd, I think, tonight. Let me hear you cougars. Just growl or something, you know. Yeah. Some young dudes. You guys are young. You ever had a cougar? Never? Oh, you gotta get a cougar. They're awesome. When they come, they yell bingo. It's very exciting. Yeah. So I'm dating now. It's tough, man, because I'm no spring chicken, right? But it's hard for a guy my age to date younger girls because of those laws. That's why I don't go to the clubs anymore. Like last time I went to a club, there was a really young girl at our table, and finally she goes, "So, how old are you anyway?" And I was like, "Well, I just turned 40 this June." And she goes, oh my God. You're like 6 months older than my dad. So you know what I'm trying to say? And I was like, yeah. But he's a Capricorn. And in about 4 hours, he's gonna be sorry he had sex with my prom date. That's a bitch, Mr. Touchdown. That one takes a while. That callback's a little far away, but it's worth it. Worth it. So I've been dating. It's tough. Like I'm a horrible dater because I just find the stupidest reasons to break up with girls. Like I recently broke up with this girl because of her first name. And it wasn't that I didn't like the name Monica, I just didn't like where it fit into my contacts list. You know how embarrassing it is to text, "You want to come over? I got a load with your name written all over it." To your mom by mistake? Yeah. My mom replied, "Todd, it's midnight. I'll come over tomorrow and do your laundry." Another problem I have with dating, I think, is that I'm not that adventurous in the bedroom. Like I'm not. I've never had anal sex.
Yikes.
Clap if you've had anal sex. I've never had anybody clap before. You guys are awesome. These two guys are like, hell yeah, I've had anal sex. I mean, he was beaten. A couple other guys almost clapped and they're like, oh wait, that was not with her. No. Never done that. It's sick. Gross. I've never had it. And I've never had it, but it's not because I'm afraid it'll hurt her. I'm afraid how it'll affect me. If it doesn't. Like I don't think my ego can handle that, you know what I mean? I'd be like, okay, it's in. Does it hurt? You know, I thought it would. It's actually pretty comfortable. Just go ahead and wreck the place, I don't care. I'm just gonna read my Cosmo. Couldn't handle that. We'll get out of here with this story, you guys. I recently had sex with a 23-year-old. Thank you. Yes. It's also a little weird for me because like an hour after we were done, she was like, "Let's do it again." And I was like, "Oh. You've never had sex with a 40-year-old before." Because here's the deal, I can't. I'm like the male, I come once a day. I don't give a shit, it's raining. Thank you so much, everybody. That is the last you will see of my comedy tonight. Real quick, before we get this show rolling some more, I want to let you know that this Tuesday, there is a special Valentine's show here. Scott Long is your headliner. He is a writer for the Fox NFL pregame show, and he is awesome, so make sure you come check that out. We actually have quite a history with Outspoken Tour shows here. We've been doing it.
No, we just got here, but I can't find the upgrade desk. It looks like they're doing renovations at the Kokomo Airport, but excuse me, is this it? Hey, Sugar, we just landed!
I'm on the phone.
Shh! Hey, cowboy, we just landed! Yeah, IND! Yeah, actually, I'm in Kokomo, but I'm in town for the Super Bowl. What's that? Oh, shit. I thought Kokomo was on Central Time. Yeah, we'll make that up. No, listen, how's the Kokomo account? Why not, Mike? No, I don't understand. If it's closed casket, what the hell is there to see? Get your ass to Phoenix. Hang on, I got a phone call. Get Tom back. Hey, Sugar, we just landed. Yeah, Kokomo, Indiana. I found out they're in a different time zone. You have to set your clocks back to 1974. Oh, the hip hugger. I know. Oh, yeah. You did what? Oh, I bet you did. I'll be with you in just a sec. Yeah. No, it was a long layover. I'm trying to do my parallel squats while I wait. That P90X is a bitch. Now you have to switch legs between flights. Oh, I got a good one for you. Are you alone? Great. What's the difference between jelly and jam? No, you there? What's the difference between jelly and jam? No, I can't jelly my dick in your ass. Sugar, you there? What do you mean I'm on speaker? Shit. I gotta take this. I'll catch you guys next time.
Ladies and gentlemen, cut me off mid-sentence there. Felt like I was married again all of a sudden. But it was a special treat. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your feature act of the evening. Are you excited? One more time, are you excited? You've heard him on the Bob and Tom show. He's one of my very good friends, and you are going to love him, I promise. Please welcome to the stage, Mr. Stan Chen.
All right, Kokomo. Hey, keep it going for Todd and Kenny was up here, Floyd the trucker. Yeah. Here's the new character, Chinky McJoke. Right here, Kokomo. Yeah. Oh, it's my third time performing in Kokomo, so I was really looking forward to coming back up here. You guys are awesome. I love being here. And if you've never seen me before, you're not hallucinating, all right? There is a Chinese guy on stage right now, all right? Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? It's not very John Cougar Mellencamp-y, now is it? No, it's kind of strange. It's weird. What's next? Black Expo in Martinsville? I don't know. I was driving up here tonight, all right? I was driving up here, and I got to one of those traffic roundabouts, and something magical happened. I got to the roundabout at the exact same time as two other Asian people. And we all gave each other the evil eye, and then I heard a gong, and then we all chased each other around. Yeah, Rickshaw Thunderdome, that's what we call it. Keep going till one of us Tokyo drifts into a retention pond. That's what happens. And then there's one less of us to refill your orange chicken or give you a manicure. Or in my case, a happy ending. Yeah. How you doing, sir? You look familiar. Yeah. You're my favorite customer, quick and grateful. I like that. Oh, I love Indiana, all right? Do we have any, like, original, like, born here Hoosiers, huh? Yeah! Listen to that Hoosier project. I love it. You guys have things that have held you together over the years, right? You got great sports teams. You got Butler, you got IU, you got the Colts, of course, right? Amazing. You have all those great sports memories. Like, how about this one? Holding your mama's beer at Indy 500. Remember those good times, right? So she could flash her titties and turn 3. Yeah. My mama just blew the pit crew. I got me a new Penske racing hat. Thank you, mama. We did ourselves proud this week, didn't we? Super Bowl, huh? Awesome. Yeah. Amazing. Did you guys check out that halftime show with Madonna? I thought it was a good show, but it scared the shit out of me initially, all right? You see her come in, she's wearing like thigh-high leather boots and a Viking hat. On the shoulders of 300 oiled-up muscle Roman gladiators. That scared the fuck out of me, all right? I thought Gozer from Ghostbusters said, "Choose the form of your destroyer." I tell you, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man doesn't have shit over that faggot dream, all right? Just saying. I love Indiana. Here's the #1 reason I love living in the heartland of America, all right? 0 tsunamis. Right. Thank you, Indiana. Endless dry land and white people God would never intentionally drown. So thank you, white people. Thank you. Oh, I do love living here. It's great. Oh, you guys are a good audience. I like seeing you. You guys are doing well tonight. Yes. I gotta tell you, I almost was late for the show. I don't know, any other people like procrastinators late for things? A lot of you, all right, there's some. There's like a saying for us people who are late for stuff, there's a saying, it's better late than never. We've all heard that phrase, better late than never. Well, sometimes, if you're gonna be late for something,